Hello, hello, and welcome to the show. My name is Isolde Trachtenberg, and I am thrilled to welcome you to The Creative Kind. This is a daily, raw, real, unedited show that is me talking to you about how to use your innermost creative self to succeed in your personal and professional life. So, today I want to talk about one of the benefits of thinking creatively. I want to actually detail this idea a huge amount because I think it's so important. I'm going to take them step by step, and you might get several episodes about what is so good about thinking creatively so that you get a better idea of why you might want to pursue your own creative goals to begin with. Today I want to talk about something that's very close to my heart. It's creative problem solving. Now, you can look at this as creative problem solving, or you can look at it like creative problem solving. And the reason I say it like that is because if you've got a creative person trying to solve a problem, you're going to get a vastly different set of responses, or a continuum even, of answers and ideas than someone who is not using their creative mind. And I want to be very clear about this. I think we're all creatives. I think we all have that creative spark inside us. No, we might not all be artists or musicians or dancers or magicians or you name the sort of creative outlet, painters. But we all have the creative spark. We all have the, I know what let's do, or I have an idea. Well, that's creativity, my friend. If you are thinking about it in those terms, I want you to be really certain that you understand what I'm talking about. Creative problem solving is a whole other thing. It's a whole other continuum. If we're not excuse me, again, raw, real, unedited, so if I have a frog in my throat, you're going to hear about it too. So if you have a problem before you, whether it's a work problem or a personal issue, you can try and solve it the same old way, and if that works, great. But what if it doesn't? What do? As a creative, it's up to you to what they call think outside the box. You need to move laterally sometimes as a creative. Instead of going straight ahead like you might have done, you need to look at it from a different perspective. Imagine it's a die, like a pair of dice. So you can look at it from the 6, or you can switch it and look at it from the 3 or the 1 or the 5 or the 2. You need to look at it from that multiple set of perspectives. That's what a creative does. You, as a creative, don't think of it from the perspective of only one way, only linearly. You look at it conceptually. What is the map I see before me instead of what is the set of directions to fixing things? So, when you're trying to solve any kind of an issue, looking at it creatively gives you that canvas. First of all, it gives you a blank canvas that you can put anything down as a possible solution. But also, I want you to look at it not like A to B, B to C, C to D, but look at it like A to X. I've already come up with the solution, and now I have to think backwards to where I am to make sure that it will implement appropriately. A lot of creatives think that way. And also, it's about being unexpected. If you are always going to try, there's somebody who said this, and I don't remember who, if you keep trying to do the same thing, you will always get the same result. So it's not helpful, right? Ooh, sorry. It's not helpful to have that as a creative solution to things. So instead, I want you to start thinking, if I were a person who had the solution to this, what might I have done? Think of it that way, and you're going to get a lot more information. If it's a professional issue, visualize yourself as the person who already has the solution. If I had the solution, what would that solution be? That's a great question to ask yourself. If it's a personal issue, do something different. Instead of replying to your partner the exact same way you've always replied, say something different than you ever have before. Completely stand everything on its head. That's crucial, and it's real, and it will allow you the opportunity to see a different reaction, and I'm willing to bet you will. If you say something that's completely different to what you've usually said when you've been faced with this kind of issue before, both professionally and personally, things will change. By the laws of physics, they will be different. So I cannot help but encourage you to start thinking of it in those terms. I've given you a few ideas today. We're going to expand on this a lot in the coming weeks and months, but I want you to start thinking about it this way. Think of the problem as a blank canvas that you can change anything about, and think of the issue as, if I were a person who already had the solution, what would my solution be? Start with the solution and then work your way backwards to make sure it's feasible. Those two ideas will be monumental in allowing you to become that creative problem solver that I know you already are. Until tomorrow, if you have someone in your life who needs to know about this show, please tag them, let them know, so that they can also hone those skills and become the best darn creative that they can possibly be. I will talk to you tomorrow, and I send you my love.